Okay, good afternoon everyone and welcome to today's press conference. We will use the usual format of broadcast first and then the dailies second. If you'd like a question for either section, please use the raise hand function and we'll get round to as many of you as we can. I will begin with Sky Sports News. Gail, if you can make yourself known, I can't see your hand raised yet, but if you can just raise your hand and we'll begin with you, please. Okay, we'll begin with John Southall then from BBC 5 Live until we can locate Gail. John.
Hello Thomas, how are you?
Hi, I'm fine, thanks.
Good, let's start with the European Super League. Just give us your thoughts and reaction. You've had a few days to digest it all. What's been a pretty remarkable week in football?
Yes, to be very honest, I had so much information just until the day of the match and after the match that I gave myself the luxury of not reading any news, watching any news about anything. So the thing is off. We know what the situation is. Situation is clear. That helps me as a coach to prepare my team for an important match, and that's pretty much everything. I have had enough press conferences and pre-match and post-match talks about it, and now it does not even exist, so happy to move on.
Yeah, obviously the fans' voice has been heard. Do you think it's going to be quite a big job to regain the fans' trust with the people who run the club?
No, because I think that the people and the fans know very, very much that it's also the credit from the owners to improve their clubs and to build strong clubs and build a strong and maybe the most competitive league in the world. So I think they appreciate that very, very well, and I think that people can read very clearly also and can divide things from another, and they expressed their opinion on this decision. They were absolutely not happy, the fans and the supporters obviously, but I don't think that it affects in general the opinion on what, for example, our owner did with this club, does for the community, does for the women's teams, for the academy, and for the first team. It's a lot of positive things here.
Last one, John.
And have you spoken with the owners since the decision was made, and have they, I know Stan Concrete apologised to Mikel Arteta, have they apologised to you for what's happened and putting you through that?
No, nobody needs to apologise, and I have not spoken to the owner since I arrived, which is absolutely not a problem, but I was in a dialogue with the club before and after the match, and so I was informed that we are pulling out, and that was pretty much all I needed to prepare the next match against West Ham.
Gail Davis, Sky Sports News.
Thanks. Sorry, I missed the top there. You said you've had no official apology and you don't need one, but clearly the whole episode has been very distracting for your team, for your players, for your club, hasn't it?
Yeah, but it's the owner's club. It's not my club. I'm part of the club, and it was the owner's decision and was a club's decision. And now they changed the decision, and there's no need to apologize to me directly. My job is to adapt to the circumstances, and were we distracted? Yeah, clearly, because otherwise it would not make sense to be focused on games. We did speak since Sunday about nothing else than Super League. And me personally, I arrived in a state of mind on Tuesday at the stadium, which was clearly not the mindset that I normally arrive in for a match. Yeah, but it's already the past, and I'm like I said, I don't think they need to apologize to me.
The Chelsea Supporters Trust they've called for your chairman and your chief exec to leave. How tough is it going to be for this club to rebuild the trust amongst the fans? You were there, you witnessed it firsthand, the scenes outside Stamford Bridge.
Yes, but it was not against the club, it was not against the team, it was we didn't feel it like this, it was against the decision the club made, and this decision is off. So why should there be any worries? They expressed themselves, it's their right to express themselves. They were heard in this situation and in this decision, they were heard, and the club is pulling off and changed the decision. But in general, I'm very sure that everybody sees what our owner and clearly the other owners of the big six teams do for this league. I mean, they are a big part of this competition, and this is the competition where everybody in whole Europe envies us to be in it and to have a competition like this. And this is the solid base is the big six teams, and all the other teams with so many strong managers, so many strong players in there, and so many big clubs, and this is also this is what they did for the club. So I'm very sure that people can divide, and it's not about polemics here.
Okay, we'll move on now, Gail, please, to the West Ham game, please.
Can you just give us a little bit of the team news? And also, having spoken to Graham Potter yesterday, he said that his team were almost galvanised by what had happened in the ESL. They wanted to really prove a point against you, saying that competition has to be played on a pitch and not through money. So what are you expecting from West Ham, and who's available tomorrow? Are you expecting something similar from them?
No, I expect from them that they fight on a sportive way to be in the top four, and it's their good right because they play an extraordinary season. And the team news is there are no news. Mateo Kovacic is still out. Everybody else is available. The good news is that we are now totally focused on the game. No other subjects around. No other motivations, demotivations, rumors, and whatever out there. We expect clearly a tough match. West Ham, our team, is very strong, relies very strongly on counterattacks, relies strongly on their solidarity and discipline in defense, which is the basis for very dangerous counterattacking side. Which they are, and they are relying on their set pieces, which is a real threat. So the challenge is clear. We want to control the match. We want to reduce critical ball losses to a minimum. We want to close the spaces very intelligent before counterattacks can even start, to close them down before they start, and give away as less set pieces as possible. That's the plan. A lot of things to do, and yeah, so it's a big challenge for tomorrow's game.
Emma at PLP.
Hi Thomas.
Hi.
Is this the biggest Premier League game you've had with Chelsea since arriving at the club?
No, we had this. I understand the question. But we had this question now many times. We had it, I think, before the Tottenham game, and then before the Man United game, and the Liverpool game, and the Everton game, and the Atletico game, and the Porto game. And now it's for me, every game is the biggest game because there are no other games to play tomorrow. So there's only one biggest game, and this is tomorrow. It's against the direct competition. But when you look at our schedule and whom we play in the upcoming weeks, there are only super tough teams, and there are a lot of direct opponents. We play Fulham, Arsenal, Man City, Leicester twice, Aston Villa. So this will keep on going, and this feels like a cup round after a cup round after a cup round. These are almost only crucial fixtures for us. that can change the momentum in the fixture, each game of it and each outcome. So we need to be very, very focused tomorrow, and it is clearly a big game. We close the gap. We arrive on 4th place in West Ham. We should be very aware of that and be self-confident. But I know my team very well, and I know that they are very aware that they need another top performance to steal the points from West Ham.
You chose to go with Kepa midweek against Brighton in goal. He rewarded that decision with another clean sheet. I imagine it's a nice headache, isn't it, having 2 performing goalkeepers? Could you just tell us a bit more about your strategy with your goalkeepers going into these last few games, and whether it will be Mendy again this weekend?
Yeah, Mendy is in goal, and the change was made for Kepa for the cup game. And even before the cup game, the goalkeeper coach and me, we decided that Kepa will stay one more game after Man City to have it like as a reward, to feel a bit the rhythm, like playing every 3 days, to not just be like to have a real reward and not just reward him because of the competition, because what he's doing in training and in the dressing room is outstanding, simply outstanding. In terms of quality and personality, and I'm very, very happy that he could show it on the pitch. Again, he had 2 clean sheets in 2 difficult matches for us, so it's a very good feeling that we absolutely can rely on 2 goalkeepers, and they can produce clean sheets, and they earn our trust in the moment. And the situation in general has not changed. Edu will be in goal tomorrow.
Last question, Nick Purewell.
Thomas, just with Mateo's injury, how bad is it? How long do you expect him to be out?
Me personally, I think we can hope for Fulham without now, but don't take it as a granted and as a medical advice. It's just my personal decision, and maybe the physios and the doctors will kill me for that, but I think it's maybe possible to be back again against Fulham, which is between the Madrid games, right? I think Madrid could be very, very close, because obviously he has not trained with the team. So to be realistic, when should this happen? I mean, tomorrow is a game, then we have 2 more days to prepare Real Madrid, and semi-final in Champions League without training with the team will not happen. So I think, and hopefully Fulham is a realistic target.
Okay, that's the end of the TV section.